Hey guys, we are starting day 110. The previous video should have been 100 or day 109. Let's get started. I need to drink my blue goo pre-workout and then head to the gym. Good times. Again, I'm trying to cycle through some music, so if this shit sounds terrible, I'm right there with you. I'm just trying to find songs for the gym while I play.
I got a bottle of Patron and some lights off. Two red devil looking eyeballs. And I finna turn up when the night falls. If you hear a siren, then it's my fault. Jump in my whip, baby, let's ride. We ain't gonna stop at a red light. And I'ma take shots like a Tag 9. It's gonna get live. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty make it bounce. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go. I got a bottle of Grey Goose and ice cubes. Have a drink that'll put me in the right mood. 80 proof's gonna lower my IQ. And I've been the same way since high school. I look shorty right in her brown eyes. She about to take a trip to Cloud 9. I'm the man, baby, I get the crowd hype. I turn the cadence of a hook into a soundbite. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty make it bounce. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go.
There's been something on my mind and it keeps hurting me. You've been treating me like I have been your enemy. You are something I don't want to have. A million problems inside of my head. This is something I cannot forget. Another one. You're a needle in my
You can see straight through my light. Oh, there's something in my chest that I can't hide. When feelings get involved, I'm terrified. 'Cause I've been here before and said goodbye. Oh, are you the one when I try to look, I wish I'd find? Oh, how can I love when I've been don't know how. Bury my head deep within the crowd, but I'm reaching for your hand to pull me out. Oh, are you the one when I try to look, I wish I'd find? Oh, how can I love when I've been hurt 100 times?
It's so hard to open my eyes. I'm blind to the light from the sky. I'm dealing with things I can't write, and all of you know it's been no easy road. But I keep working harder, going harder just to prove something. Burning out, I can't do shit for weeks. Guess I proved nothing. Everybody wants my work for free. I know you have the money, things are looking different. I'm not putting up with you, not anymore. And I know you think you still can take advantage, and you always took my humbleness for granted. But I know my worth, you can't take that away from me. And I know you think you still can take advantage, but it hasn't worked out like you fucking planned it. 'Cause I know my worth, you can't take that away from me.
I don't mind. No, I don't mind. Tell me how you really feel. Oh yeah. Let's drop it. Let's go bounce.
Keep shitting it in my ear. Thank you.
stained with blood. Been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality. Driving all day, searching all night. Can't seem to focus this double sight. This is a tale sworn in a sight. Finding my way back to
but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you. Girl, I thought that you and I would be perfect together, but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you. We'd be perfect together, but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you. Girl, I thought that you and I would be perfect together, but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you.
What's the reason behind the commotion? Why do we have to feel emotions? What's the purpose of all this madness? Why do we struggle so much to control them. Every day is a mess when sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in because of my emotions. I can't seem to control them. Every day is a mess when sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in my emotions. I can't seem to control them. My emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions. Because of my emotions, I can't seem to control them. Every day is a mess when sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in my emotions. I can't seem to control them. My emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions. My emotions, my emotions, my emotions, my emotions.
you're safe, now you're here in my arms. I think that you should know that together we belong. You are not worth all the time. I can break any reason. Go, 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 go. But I was born out of feelings.
I would never wait for something to let it go to waste, with everything at stake. I thought I would take it all back. I just wanna make this thing last, but we're running out of time.
Alright, I believe that's it for today. We'll come back tomorrow and check it out. I'll do a BR comparison in just a moment. Alright, we started the day off at 43.4 43,471,000,000. And now we're at 44.164. Oh, fuck my brain. Here we go. 529 million would take us to 44. So that's 529 plus 164. So it looks like 693 million, unless I fucked that up. I normally try to take it apart in my head, but when I wake up in the morning like 5-6 a.m., I'm no good. I need to be up and like running. My old ass brain can't handle that kind of math. I'm too slow. I think it's 693. I could be wrong. I know I've watched some of my videos later in the day, and I would say it was like 33 million, and I'm doing the math right there while I'm watching. I'm like, you dumbass, that's 29. I guess when you're doing it in live action, there's like a pause, but when you're watching someone else, you're able to compute it much faster. I don't know. Even when I've watched Tim the Tat Man, he'll do some kind of math, and I'm like, dumbass. Alright, so about 693 million today. Not bad. I wasn't expecting to get that much. It's right now it's downtime, so we're waiting for events to kick back up. I have to be cautious about how much I'm spending topaz wise, because we have to save 6600 for Angel's Fortune. And this one's gonna refresh in a few days, and that's 500 for the week. But luckily, whenever we're logging in every day and we're doing the events, every now and then we'll get topaz kicked back from this. So this is very valuable, because they'll give you 300 for this one. And if you get lucky, you're not always going to get this one, but you get an additional 750. And yes, I am still free to play. This account has 0 recharge on it. $0, 0 cents spent. And that's how you tell that icon right there. VIP 0. Now again, there are some events where they'll gift you a VIP level for free. But as it stands, I have charged back 0. And that's the goal. I want to see how strong can I get against cashers when I've spent no money. And as you can see, the people before me spent a lot of money and then they just quit. So there was really no point. It's actually been a while since I've challenged them. I'm curious how much stronger I've gotten now. Because remember, I have one guy. They have an entire team. So they can disable the shit out of me if they want to. But the goal is to make my one guy a super tank, so he can do everything. Yeah, they're barely scratching me right now. immunity buff. That should last for a round or two. Once that immunity drops, I'm gonna one-shot them. They have so many revives too. You kill them once, the armor revives them. Their passive revives them. And then their angel form from the minions revives them. But look at that, they can't even really scratch me. And considering there's 5 of them, it's hilarious. And one by one, I'm just gonna slaughter them. That's their final form. Once they turn into the avatars, that means it's their last life. Boop. 8 billion damage, not bad. Yeah, easy. So again, there are tricks you can do to give yourself immunity and prolong the fight, but they couldn't even scratch me. And when you look at him as an entire team, he's only 1 billion short, but the difference is he spread his BR through every single character. I focused it on one character. So because of that, his entire team does nothing to me. And for me, that's a much better play. And those of you that have been watching the video know that if someone is spending a lot of money, their dodge rate will be just way up there. So I am trying to work on my hit rate. The only other option I have against this would be to find a character that ignores hit and has a 100% successful hit. Now we could do that with the main character, with the Tribal Warlord outfit, but we will become quite a bit weaker. So you have to kind of decide which route you want to go. Ultimately, when I'm fighting people with a quadrillion BR, months from now, it's probably going to be a year from now or whenever it is, whenever my BR gets that high, I will have to change up my tactics a bit, because the Dark Paladin he's not the best PvPer. I just like the character, so I wanted to make him strong. So this is the Tribal Warlord outfit, but if you read the skills, Giant Slayer and Woolly Endurance, down at the bottom, this skill is guaranteed to hit. So no matter how much money they've spent, you can still hit them. And that's kind of like the anti-casher killer. I mean, it's appropriately called Giant Slayer. It should be called Cash Slayer. And then the second skill, Woolly Endurance, let's see, this skill is guaranteed to hit. So both of your skills, your auto attack and your ultimate when your rage is charged, both are guaranteed to hit. Now there's one more thing. Because when you are using that and you don't have a skill that replaces your auto attack, give me a moment, I gotta find the menu for it. There we go. So I have chosen Wind Ruined Stone, and as you can see here, it's immune to rage reducing effects, penetration, giggity, and hit rate. So that'll increase my hit rate, that'll increase my hit rate. Now I'm only taking this tree because I'm using a character that doesn't have a 100% hit rate. Now if I were to roll over to the main character, I would use Earth. And the reason why is this skill right here, Rock Guard. Basic attacks are guaranteed to hit. Basic attacks will reduce target's dodge by 30% for 2 rounds. That right there is incredible, in my opinion. Now, I could theoretically put this rune on my main character, but because he's going to be so weak, if I don't invest battle rating into him, as soon as the fight opens up, he'll die. So it completely ruins that. This is only for a scenario when I focus 100% of my materials into my main character. And if I do that, I'll have 3 things that all have a 100% hit rate. So no matter how much cash they've spent, I'll always hit them. So that's an anti-cacher build. But again, you're not going to be as strong because the skill damage is a lot lower. So you have to kind of decide. If you can't hit the enemy, you do no damage. So this would technically be stronger, but for the fights that you could actually hit them, it's going to be weaker. But it's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's a really, really decent setup. I love it for cache killing. But again, I would need like a quadrillion BR. Maybe when I'm in... Maybe I'm... I was trying to think of where I'd want to start it at. If I had like 200 trillion BR, or 500 trillion, and I was competing against all the top players, I might use it then. I might even break and do it before then. Right now, I'm only at 44 billion. Anyone can really kill me if we go to war. When you go to war, it's against the entire region on the East Coast. So they call it Eternal War. But because of that, the people you're against... Oh no shit. Wombat got it? That's in our guild. So for our region, let's see how he's doing. Okay, so this is where it's confusing, because he has 150,000 billion BR. So what that means is he has 150 trillion BR. It just reads differently because they put a B in front of it. 100,000 million billion trillion. And obviously he's been playing quite a bit longer. If you go to my day one video and you look at his BR, that was like, what, 109 days ago, 110 days ago, something like that. He has a shit ton of BR, but it's also spread out. So 20, 30. I mean, they're still in the trillions though. So maybe when I get to like a trillion BR, look at his fucking dodge and hit rate. I would never hit this person. I have a fraction of that in hit rate. Yeah. I would never be able to hit him. But you notice how his hit is significantly higher than his dodge, because he has to be able to hit his competition. So if I were in the trillions, I think I'd switch over to that if I weren't able to match the hit rate, because the Dark Paladin's skill is so much stronger than the Tribal Warlord. Let's see if we can load him up. See, this is where it gets confusing, because they do not give you the multiplier. But essentially, damage to all enemies, obviously at 343%. But fewer targets means you increase that multiplier quite a bit. So if I AoE the entire team, it'll kill off a few enemies, as you've seen in my fight earlier. And then the next time I AoE, it'll be way stronger. So it might go like 3 billion damage, 5 billion damage, 8 billion damage. So you could end up doubling the effect. So if it's a one-on-one fight, that 343% is more like 800 to 900% damage. It kicks up quite a bit. So because of that, it's a lot stronger than the Tribal Warlord. But again, it comes back to, if you can't hit the target, you do 0 damage infinitely. So you have to kind of decide which way you want to lean. For now, I'm just gonna roll with him till I find something better. I just think the character is pretty badass. I really like sword users in most of the games I play, and every other character I try to find is... ugh. I went with the Lucard already. I'm not sure if we'll ever get a mythic character. That might be years from now. those are definitely cash characters as of right now. And they have a shit ton of heroes. There's so much to choose from. Not a lot of dudes though. It's primarily females. They always try to get the Sims to spend money on their female characters. And then the few male characters they do have look ridiculous. Look at them. Ugh. I don't mind dwarves. It's just, I don't really like his setup. You know, I prefer sword and shield type, and he looks like he's dual wielding. He's like an enchantment shaman on WoW. And then you look at him and he's like, oh, that's pretty badass. Yeah, not a whole lot of male choices. I think 3. 1, 2, 3. And out of the 3, in my opinion, he looks the best. He's like the most badass. Even his eyes. It's like a death knight. Now that I think about it, I don't see one male mythic character. They're all females. With overly enhanced polygons. Jesus. Or statutory. Either way, see, I would not feel comfortable using this character. I feel like Dateline or Chris Hansen would ask me questions. Alright, that's it for now, guys. Recap. Alright, so recap. We got about 693 million BR today. We'll be back tomorrow. Pre-workout is in my system, so I have to piss really bad, go to the gym. I'll come back, maybe I'll do some Apex, some Saints Row. And I'm finally finishing up a lot of the Diablo 2 content. Okay, so I have Amazon, Assassin, and Necromancer. All of their builds are complete. So the next thing, I need to work on Barbarian. I have a majority of his builds complete. I think I need to do Concentration Berserk. Yeah, I completed Warcry, Frenzy, and Whirlwind. So Concentration, Berserk. Both of those skills hybrid into each other. You need Berserk for Concentrate and Concentrate for Berserk and Battle Orders and Bash. So I'm just going to do that as a hybrid build, rather than just doing Berserk or just doing Concentrate. And then Double Throw. I finally got an elite hell item, so I can make my Double Throw barb. So once Barbarian's done, I'll go back to Paladin. I've already completed 3 out of the 5 builds. Sorceress I want to save for last. Those builds are the easiest builds in the game, because you have Teleport. Druid. So after Paladin, I'll do Druid. And then finally I'll clean up and just do the Sorceress. And then I'm done with that project. I think it's up to like 3 terabytes right now. No, 4. Holy shit, it's almost up to 4 terabytes since I completed those other builds. So that's where I'm at. If you see me uploading a lot of random bullshit, that's why. I'm trying to get all this stuff off my external hard drive. I have 2 connected. let me see. I gotta wait for it to load. Yeah, one 5 terabyte and one 13 terabyte. You need a shitload if you're gonna stream, because 4K video for 1 hour at 120 FPS, It's somewhere around 30 gigabytes. It depends on the bit rate. I use 70 bit rate because I have a 4K TV. So when I watch my videos on 4K TV, it can either look like shit or it can look beautiful. I prefer it to look beautiful, so I use 70 bit rate. Oh shit, I still need to go back to Disgaea and Shadow of the Tomb Raider too. I started those months ago, but there's so many games and some of these projects take so long that I just haven't had time for those. Diablo 2, Saints Row 4, Apex, and then I need to come back, try to clean those up. Anyways, it's been 52 minutes. I'm sorry for the long rant. This is just for those of you that actually follow the content. Those are the future plans. I can only upload 50 gigabytes a day or around 3 terabytes a month. I have 2 lines, so I can do 1.5 terabyte per line. That's why every couple of days you'll see me post like 200 gigabytes worth of videos, because I want them to look beautiful. And more importantly, if I ever want to play that game again, I can visually watch it as a video, so I don't have to waste time going back and playing it. And then I can experience new games. I hope you guys have a good day. That's it for now. Thank you, everyone that's liking and subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Again, please don't do that unless you actually enjoy it. I'm not here to develop a following. I'm just a dude who plays video games, and these are the experiences I'm having. So I'm going to record them and upload them. And hopefully you'll see some of these games, and maybe you'll like them and you'll want to play them. That's the purpose, just so you can see what I'm going through, and then you can take your own adventure. Alright, have a good day, guys.